Christmas Italian baker style butter cookies with the jam in the middle. You know those ones that cost you a small fortune in the bakery. You can make them at home. All right, we're going to start with 2 sticks of room temperature butter. Put them into the mixer. 2/3 of a cup sugar. We'll beat that till it's creamy. You want to stop, turn off your mixer, and scrape down your bowl and continue beating until this is really fluffy. At this point, I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and we'll keep beating. All right, we'll scrape the bowl down, get all the butter off the beater, get it all scraped down. You want this to really be fluffy. It could take up to 5 minutes. Nice, fluffy butter and sugar. We'll add in 2 egg yolks, a splash of vanilla, about a teaspoon, teaspoon and a half, and we'll start to beat that again. That looks nice and fluffy, like that. We're going to add in 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of flour, and a couple tablespoons of milk right into that mixture. We'll start the mixer again and incorporate the butter with the flour. Okay, so here's our dough. It's not really sticky. It doesn't stick to your hands. But now I find a way of making these cookies by putting it in a pastry bag with a wide tip on the bottom, like a star tip. So I'm going to get the dough in here to push it out so we can make those long tubes. All right, so once I get it into the bag, and this is the entire batter, so I'm going to push it down and get it to the tip so we can squeeze them out. Now, you do need a little muscle here. It's not for the weak. There it is. I'm going to use a large cookie sheet, and I'm going to squeeze out, try to, little tubes of cookie dough, about 2 inches. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty good, but it takes a little bit of a muscle. Let me finish up this cookie tray and I'll show you what they look like. Okay, I lined a sheet with about 12 and I'm going to put them in the oven. Okay, these came out of the oven. They were in a 350 convection oven for about 13 minutes. You got to check your oven if it might be less, between 12 and 15 minutes for these. Take them off the sheet and cool them on a rack. Once they've totally cooled down, we're going to take 2 halves that kind of match. These are a little on the small side. I was having trouble pushing them out of the pastry bag. I'm using raspberry preserves, and I'm putting a little bit of raspberry preserves. Taking another cookie and making it like that. We're going to dip them into chocolate next. But let's finish up all these cookies, sandwiching them with the raspberry jam. You can also use apricot. So we want to melt a little chocolate. I have milk chocolate. It's nice to have dark chocolate, but I have milk chocolate, so I melted that. I only melted a 1/2 cup. Do that for every 1/2 cup so you don't really melt too much chocolate and you don't need it. Okay, once we sandwich them, we're going to just dip the tip in, get any excess off. And then we want sprinkles, these type of sprinkles, and that's it. And you've made them. And you don't have to pay $25 a pound at the bakery. Italian butter cookies with the jelly in the middle. Let's try one out. The chocolate hasn't hardened all the way. I really should have these refrigerated a little longer, but we're going to try some. Just like the bakery, without the cost. To make these at home is just a fraction of what you'll pay at the bakery. You can make them. Pretty easy. Squeezing out the cookie dough out of the pastry bag is a little difficult. But once you get the hang of it, They come out good. Merry Christmas. Italian butter cookies. If you like this recipe, there are going to be some more Christmas cookie recipes. Follow for more.